Good morning, everyone. Welcome back to Beach Babe Intuition. My name is Emily, and I've been called to do a reading for you. I'm really struggling to do my videos this morning. I was called to do it, but I'm just having a rough morning. As you know, or maybe you don't, but I'm currently homeless, and I have my dog and myself to look out for. And so we've been doing a sitting this weekend for a client because I dog sit. And we have to leave soon, and we don't have a place to go. So we're probably going to end up sleeping on the beach tonight because the little bit of money that I am making has to pay my storage unit so I can keep the little bit of stuff that I do have, because if you know my story, like, I've lost everything. I lost my apartment. My Jeep doesn't run. You know, I'm probably going to have to sell it, which was breaking my heart. It's just one thing after the other. And it's really hard to focus on my mission, my calling, when all I can think about is, am I going to have to sleep on the beach? And if I have to sleep on the beach, am I going to be safe on the beach? Because I've done it before, and every night I was woken up by some creepy ass dude hovering above me or asking me if I needed money for a little favor, or the police come through, you're not allowed to be homeless anywhere. You can't afford to live here. And basically they'll give you money, the city will give you money to get the fuck out. That they won't really do anything to help you, per se. And I started to go through the process to get into a shelter. But, I've been out of my apartment for a year, so I had to give them proof that I was still staying on the beach and in Miami Beach and all of this. And it just really, it wasn't even a guarantee I could get into a shelter, so it just didn't seem worth it. I feel like I'd rather just take my chances on the beach. But I'm really struggling this morning because I don't know how much more of this I can deal with. I'm so exhausted. I just want to rest. Even when I'm someplace where I can rest for a few days, I can't, because I'm always like, okay, this ends in how many days, and I gotta work and make sure I get enough money to go someplace else, or it's just, I can't take this anymore. But I'm going to try to do this reading for you. I'm really struggling to connect, but I'm being told to do the reading, so here we go. I call in my spirit guides, ancestors, the guardian angels, any spirit or entity that wants to come in and communicate for the highest good for those watching, myself. No hinky vibes. Let's see what the cards have to say. What message needs to come through for the collective? What do you want them to know? So we've got the Six of Blades. So in the Six of Blades, you're actually moving to calmer waters. Like, whatever issues, problems, it's all disappearing. Typically, in the tarot card, you can see, like, moving from rough waters to calmer waters, moving on. And the Devil card came out. It actually came out in the reverse, but I typically don't read reversals in this deck. So I feel like there's maybe some temptation here. Kind of goes along with the video I listened to this morning when I walked to get a coffee. Yeah, there's easier ways to get where you're going, but it's maybe not the best in the long term, like a shortcut or fast money or, an opportunity that looks good, but you have to, the message they said this morning was basically sell your soul. So that kind of goes well with the devil card there, right? Resist temptation. Knight of Cups. So there's an opportunity coming here. Typically the Knight of Cups is someone is bringing a love offer, but it could also be an opportunity, a new passion. It doesn't necessarily have to be love. It could be a new passion. Yeah, let's see what else we have. And we've got the Knight of Coins, just flew out. So the Knight of Coins, which is the Knight of Coins is the slowest moving knight in the deck. So there is some kind of opportunity coming here. So since the Knight of Coins came out right after the Knight of Cups, I feel like whatever's coming with the Knight of Cups, that is actually a new passion. It's not a love interest. It's not a romantic. I know I get so tired of every reading. Oh, love, 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 love. Well, not everybody wants to know. I get a lot of people watch tarot to get clarity on a relationship or a love situation. But this Knight of Cups and the Knight of Coins together, this tells me that this is an opportunity for a new passion, to provide some financial stability here. And then we have the Seven of Sticks, and you have to defend what you're working for, because people are going to come up, like with me in my situation. So many people have just said, oh, well, just go get a job. Just go get a job. Just go get a job. Oh, that's what just go get a job. Anything. Working fast food, waiting tables, go get a job. Well, the chosen ones are not supposed to work regular jobs. I don't even think at this point, I could apply for every job in Miami-Dade County, and I don't think anybody would hire me just because it's not what I'm supposed to be doing. Chosen ones are supposed to be doing things that we represent, like we provide something to the world, the community. It's our own business. It's our own service that we provide. Like for me, I was a dog walker for 8 years. I had an amazing dog walking business. And now I'm doing tarot and making YouTube videos, and that's what I feel like I'm being called to do. There's nothing else I want to do. I say it all the time, I don't want to go do Uber Eats deliveries. One, because it sucks, and the people that are the energy of the other drivers, delivery people, when I'm standing there in a group of them waiting for orders to come up, I cannot stand their energy. They're so desperate. They're so like, oh my God, I have to get in front of you. Of course, that's very much Miami-Dade County too. Somebody will race you to the stoplight. They have to be ahead of you just to sit there in front of you. I don't even know, but whatever this opportunity is, you're going to have to stand up for yourself. You're going to have to defend it, because as you can see, he's got this one stick and he's defending himself against these other 6 sticks. These people are like, but he doesn't care. He's happy about it. People are going to poke at you. The muggles don't get it. The muggles don't get it. They think they're still so bound to the 3D. It's disgusting. It really is. I mean, sometimes I wish I was still a muggle. Of course, I've never really been a muggle. I've always been something else. But, you know, that saying, ignorance is bliss, it's not a lie. Sometimes I wish I was ignorant again. But, here we are. Okay. So the Fool just came out. And that's the first card of the tarot deck. So we've got a new journey, which is quite fitting since we just had the 1010 portal, which is a closing. Everything is done. Whatever your old situation was, whatever was you were doing, your old life, your old job, your old, whatever it may be, because everybody's different, it's over. You can't go back. You're on a new journey now. What else do we need to know? And, you know, I try, there are some people that say, oh, you know, readers, they just read for themselves and they push it off onto everybody else. My messages, I read for everybody, but I am very much included in that. I try to, you know, I get messages from it too, for myself. So I'm not trying to push my reading on anybody. I was called to do this reading. Maybe it's for me, maybe it's for you. You know, can't be the only person that's struggling right now. What else do we need to know? Anything else? Is that it? Short and sweet? I just keep hearing there's no going back. There's no going back. See what that card was. The Teacher. So the Teacher in this deck is the Hierophant. And somebody is going on a new journey, a new path as a spiritual leader, as a spiritual teacher. And you're definitely going to have to defend yourself with that, let me tell you. You know, I posted a video about the rapture and what it really is, not this physical, you know, savior coming down that religion has spit at us for however many years. No. And, you know, of course, it was just bots that came after me, trolls. But, you know, you're going to have to defend yourself on this new journey. You're going to have to defend what you're working on. Defend yourself from the devil energies that are going to be coming at you. Because they're going to try to take you down. Especially muggles. They just don't get it. The muggles just don't get it. All right. Let's see. I'll shuffle one more time, and if nothing comes out, we'll just leave it at that. I think that's a pretty good message. Short and sweet. Okay. All right. No more messages are coming out. Okay. So that's the message for today. Like I said, it was a struggle to get in the right mindset of doing this reading. I'm just really not connected this morning, but the message definitely needed to come through. So I hope I helped you. If you would like to help support the channel, follow, subscribe, like, do all the things. I will post links and information if you would like to help Jeep and I financially. It's greatly appreciated. It's really hard for me to ask people for help like this. But, you know, any help financially is greatly, greatly appreciated. And you know, that's it. That's all I have to say. But if you would like to help, I'll put the links up. And I'll see you in the next video. Okay, bye.